Now let's talk about another service called IAM, Identity Access Management Service. Right, this is the IAM dashboard. Identity Access Management, you might have understood by now. It's nothing but it will help you choose who will access what they will access. Means it will help you to restrict the access and permissions of users. Okay, here and one more thing. By default, whenever you create an account for the first time, a free account we are creating for the first time, you will be using a root. You will be using your email ID, right? So the user then created by default is called root user, super user. He will have all the permissions, right? Till now you might be using a root user only, correct? Using root user for all these actions is not a good practice. It's a bad practice actually. We should not use root for everything because root is a super user. You should go with there is a rule called least permission rule. You should go with the least permission rule. Means whatever permissions you need, you have to go only with that. So for that, you can create some IAM users. Go to users. These are all called IAM users. You may create some users this way. Let's say I'll create a user called demo user. Okay. Here you will see an option, provide user access to the management console. Yes, you need access to the management console as well, right? So you can do that and create an IAM user, auto-generated password, or else if you choose this, you can create your own password. So user must create a new password. I'm not doing it, but it's always good to do this. Okay, they should create their own password, but for now I'm not doing it. So now when user is created, it's asking, do you want to add him in a group? What is a group? See, group is nothing but group is not group of users. Remember here, group is not group of users. That's not a group here. Here group means set of permissions. Means let's suppose there are 5 DevOps team, 5 people. Okay, you want to assign same permissions to them. You can create a group with those set of permissions. Let's say those DevOps team need EC2 permission, EKS permission, S3 permission. Only these 3 you can give and create a group. Group is a set of permissions. Group is not group of users. Am I clear? So you can create a group and assign this user to the group, or else let's say I don't want now. I'm just creating individual user, create user. Okay, see here you will get this, download the CSV, like username, console password. This console URL is also important. You will get this as well later. Okay, now return to user list. This user is created. Okay, but what permissions we have? We will get just minimal permissions. If you check permissions, see actually no permissions. He can't see anything. So you may add permissions here. Add permissions. See, you can add them through groups. Okay, or else let's say I'm creating a group. How to create a group? Group name is demo group. And see here you can choose administer access means you can make this user admin. Admin means yes, he can do everything except billing and all. Billing permissions to view bill you don't have. That you only root user will have. So you may make him admin. Instead of root, you can use that user so that he can see everything. Or else you can choose. Let's say I just want S3. You write the service and select here S3 full access. Okay. And he should have EC2 full. That's all I want to queue. Okay. EC2 full. That's it. Create the user group. Next. There are no permissions selected. I have selected. Okay. So I'm adding permissions. Okay, see now demo user is added to demo group. So he got whatever permissions there in the group. Demo user is the physical, like a human user. Correct? Am I clear? And he will have only EC2 and S3 because he's added to this group. Without adding to the group directly also you can add the permissions, or else you can create a group and add this user to the group. That's what I did. Now, if you log in as this user, demo user, I'm signing out as a root. Now sign into the console. Here you choose IAM user. Till now you are using root user. IAM user. You have to put credentials and all that's downloaded to a file just now, right? So, okay, console sign in link is there. You can use this. This is always better option. Use this link. Okay. So now give the IAM username, demo user, and the password is auto generated. Okay. Now, if we go to EC2, I have given EC2 full, right? So, see here also you will see the difference. If it's an IAM user, you will see like this IAM user. This is always good practice. You should not do all the activities with a root user. Okay. And this IAM user, you can make him admin so that except building, he can have all permissions, he can work with it. Or else give permissions by adding the groups. Now, yes, all EC2 permissions he has got. Okay, good. Then what else we have given? S3. Okay, what is S3? We will see. Okay, we'll use it. Okay, the S3 he has got. Does it add permissions to DynamoDB service? What is DynamoDB also? We will see. Okay, in Terraform we will use them. Okay, let's say he's trying to create the table. Can he create? I did not give permissions, right? Let me check. See? Is not authorized to perform create table operation. Policies means those there we are attaching permissions, right? Those are the JSON policies, documents with a JSON format, which will have which will give permissions. This is not authorized. Okay, or else let's go to EKS service. Any other service he will not have permissions because he has got permissions only. We have given EC to S3. Got it, all of you? See, he can't see also. See, error loading cluster. This user is not authorized to perform list clusters. Permission is not there. Even he cannot create as well. Even though you just go up. See, error loading the rules. There is no permissions to him. Right? So that's how you can restrict the permissions. Can I log out and log in as root again? Good to go.
Yes.
Sign in using root. You need not be root to give permissions. Create another user with admin permissions. That is best practice. Right? You need not be always as a root login. You will not have root user permissions in the real time. No one will have root user permissions. Okay, root user will also have billing and all. So you will not be having it. You will not be having admin also. You'll be having an IAM user permissions. Okay, so those are user groups and users. Let's say I just want this user few more permissions. I may add him to multiple groups as well. This is one group. I can add it to group 1. What are the permissions they have? EC2, S3. Okay, see, group 2 is having EKS. Already I have added those permissions also. Okay, I'm adding him to this group also. See, now he will have EC2 permissions, correct? Yeah. Here you can see all the list of permissions. See, all related to EKS permissions. Now, if I log in again as that user, he will have EKS permissions. Let's log in again through the console. Now he will have EKS permissions. If you go to clusters, see earlier there is a permission, right? He cannot list the clusters. Do you remember? He cannot list the clusters, means he cannot see, but now it's not there. Also, if you try to create from here, yes, you can create from here means from CLI also. Still here, yeah, roles is different permission we should give. Okay, but yeah, he can list. Here another permission should be added and he can also see the roles. Right? That's how you can add him to the groups or add the permissions directly. Mm. Now let us do one more thing. Let's go to IAM. We understood users and user groups. What is a role then? See here, you will see roles. What are these roles? Policies, I told you, policies are nothing but permissions. They'll be in the form of JSON. See here, if you go to policies, these are all AWS managed services, means they were all created by default by AWS. You can also create your own policy. That's called a inline policy. See, you can create your own policy as well with what permission. See, JSON. You want to see this way means from the drop downs, you can choose which services and you can create, or else you can see it in the JSON format. See here, allow means allowing permissions. What resources you want to allow, you can choose this way. That's how you can also create your own policies.